You're listening to Bet Big, Talk Loud. Talk Loud. With your host, Chris Hodge and J.R.
Welcome to the Bet Big, Talk Loud podcast special edition. Because we're doing it Tuesday, November 25th. Normally we drop these Friday, but Black Friday is this week. Thanksgiving, obviously, on Thursday. Busy time of the year for us, especially with all the football that we have on Friday. So you and I do not have the time to do this shit on a Friday.
When you said Tuesday, I was like, oh, geez, Tuesday.
Right.
All right, fine.
A month from Christmas right now? A month out?
My favorite time of year. I know you're, Krampus, but that's okay.
I'm not Krampus, and I'm not the Grinch. And speaking of the Grinch, I've said this numerous times, okay? I defend the Grinch. I thought the Grinch was a good dude. I did not think he was a bad guy at all. There's a guy that just wanted to live up on a mountain with his dog. And if you are out there watching this shit right now and you're a man, not one of you have thought otherwise of potentially going up on a mountain and just living with your dog. Maybe you.
I like the people of Whoville.
You like the people of Whoville?
Yes, they were nice people, and the Grinch was stealing it, taking the children's presents and all. No.
I mean, he robbed them one night.
Listen, there's a reason why I have 6 kids. I love my kids. I love Christmas. I love Thanksgiving. Like, I know you. You're like, can we please get this done?
I love being with the family.
It's cramping my style. You'll be watching sports. Everybody's going to be like, but dad. You'll be like, shut up. Game's on. No, come on, man.
That
it's
is
about
unfortunately
food.
true.
It's about family. It's about thanking, for what you got. Gratefulness, for everything that we've been blessed with.
It's about winning. It's about winning. That's it.
It's about 3 great football games, a parade, and
winning,
and napping on the couch.
We got a great show planned. We have former Playboy Cyber Girl of the Month, Jessica Hall, coming back on. Now, the last time we had Jessica Hall on, there was a problem with the video, so we can only post a still picture of her. We have the video coming on of Jessica. It's going to be a great interview. We're very excited about that.
Who wants to see a still picture when you're interviewing a playmate?
Yeah, and she's very, very pretty and great personality, great person to talk to. So very excited to have Jessica Hall coming on from girls.gamble.live. And this podcast is sponsored by takingvegas.com and girls.gamble.live. Now, when we left off last Friday, I have to give you your props. Great job because
you too?
My free pick was different.
Yourself. Not only did you win, you basically called the final score of that game. I don't ever give him props. You watch any more than one of these episodes, I don't give this guy props, but he nailed it. I mean, you literally, I think you hit the final score.
Almost. No, I said they'd win by 3 touchdowns. Okay. And, they won by 25 points. That was Arizona State.
Yeah, manhandled.
You go with Indianapolis, 75% plus the points, 25% on the money line, which, now, I want you guys to understand.
Help carrying my balls on that one.
Well, we're going to talk about cojones. My free pick that I'm giving you today, I'm giving you an underdog for Saturday, and I'm telling you to load up on the damn money line. That's what I do. 25%, 74. Give them a mathematical equation. Load up on the damn money line.
Meanwhile, if they did what I said, they made money rather than breaking even on your dumbass strategy.
I win. If you would have won outright, you wouldn't have had that worried.
Okay, and if they don't win outright, then what? You're sitting there left holding the bag.
I have confidence in my underdog.
Has nothing to do with that. And Indianapolis was winning that whole game. I don't want to hear nothing.
20-9.
Should have won that game.
Yeah.
They were literally, from beginning to the moment that they lost the game, were covering and winning that game.
Now, anyone out there that's...
I'm not crying about it.
No,
we still covered.
You won the game. We won our free picks. Anyone out there from Kansas City. Now,
Oh, my God.
I have defended the Kansas City Chiefs. Almost to a point where I get obliterated. Like, I got people writing in from all over the country, like, just destroying me, which, again, I always tell you guys, I don't care.
I got a phone call on that game last week from my KC. One of my KC clients was like, are you out of your mind, Indianapolis? We're going to roll them. Oh, geez, really?
There were some weird calls in that game.
You think?
There were some weird calls in that game. Yeah. There was some weird. Now, they had the face masking penalty on Kelsey when he scored the touchdown, but it was face masking.
I'm saying to myself, all right, if I'm writing the script at this point, everybody thinks that Kansas City's got, the script written for them. So we got to unscript them and rescript it to go the other. And right now, Indianapolis, I mean, let's face it, they were probably the best team in the AFC. Right now, the AFC is a mess.
Listen,
it is a downright mess.
Indianapolis played a good game.
NFC is so far and wide better than the AFC this year.
I'm going to say it right now. I think the best team in football is the LA Rams. I think they're best team in football.
I can't argue it other than the argument would be Philadelphia, obviously.
Well, so Philadelphia defending champs.
they're playing like garbage and they're winning. Like
yeah, but they just lost though. And we had Dallas in that game.
We had Dallas in that game.
Yep.
I agree. But again, still a team that has a great record and is heading downward. I mean, that if they put it together at the right time again going into the playoffs, they're going to be the team to beat.
It's just, and I hate to beat a dead horse, and we try to make this as fresh as possible when we do these podcasts, but it just seems like every godforsaken week, man, these officials. Now, I'm sure you guys all saw the play, and if you haven't, just
it's like they're making an argument to lose their own jobs. I mean, it's
this.
almost advocating for computers to take over.
So
AI's got to start reffing these games.
The kid from Colorado State. If you haven't seen this play, just on YouTube here, just type in Colorado State taunting penalty, right? So Colorado State's getting their asses
get
kicked.
up and run back and forth to show what he did.
Right, they're getting their asses kicked by Boise State. They break a 91-yard run. I think it was Javion Kennard. So I think that was his name who broke the run. And he sort of, kind of little, high steps into the end zone.
It was
and
almost
they called
like
taunting.
It wasn't even a high step.
What are
it was
we
almost
doing?
Like a little bit of a tiny bit of a strut. I mean,
can you imagine if they called that 30 years ago? Deion Sanders would never have a touchdown.
And they were getting killed.
These are kids, man. Now, I get it. If you stand over, yo, motherfucker, I just knocked you out. Now, I get that. You throw that flag.
What is it with you and cursing?
Well, that's what. If you stand over, what else are you saying to him? Hi, sir. It's nice to see you. No, you're not saying that. You're saying something mean. And I get it. If you stand over a guy and you flex, if you do that, okay, throw the flag. This dude was running into the end zone, not bothering anyone.
No one near him.
And they called a taunting penalty. These referees, we said it a month and a half ago. We knew the refs from Georgia and Auburn were going to get it. We knew they were going to get it. I'm telling you right now.
Still haven't reffed the game since then.
Miami, Virginia Tech. Those refs from this past Saturday have to be fired.
They have to be gone.
They are terrible.
And you don't hear about it. Where's the story in the paper about these guys being let go?
Right.
You just, all of a sudden, they're not reffing anymore. The only ones that know about it are their families.
Bro, those refs were so bad in the Miami, Virginia Tech game.
It's starting to look like like I said, it's almost purposeful. Like, there's always been bad calls, right? We've talked about bad calls or, one or two. It's every game.
It's really disheartening.
It's like, oh, fuck it. They know about it. We may as well just get away with it now.
It's either, and I've said this is what I've said. It's either incompetence at the highest degree or there's something else going on. Now, we as a people are generally stupid, so I'm going to say it's incompetence, and I hope it is incompetence.
We're not going into the conspiracy theory argument we had earlier.
Oh, my God, with this guy, man.
Do you really want to get into a little of it?
No, because we're going to piss off people.
No, we don't have to talk about the specifics, but just conspiracies in general. Like, this all started because he said, I'm going to talk about how people are stupid. No, we're not. People like me, I like to be proven something, okay? If I don't have definitive proof of something that happened, I'm not going to say, well, that's what happened.
No, I agree with that, but
you
there are
like
some
chasing down craziness.
No,
you have no belief in the in mankind.
No, zero.
You think we all suck.
Yes.
If it was up to you, you'd run for office and say, just kill them all.
Oh, that'd be a good slogan. You know what's messed up about that? If I ran for president with the slogan "Everyone dies," I would get votes.
You're such an idiot.
I would get votes.
Yeah, you'd get 10,000 morons to vote for you.
Well, that's my point. People are stupid.
Those are all the people that are also pushing for legalization of suicide.
What?
Yeah, people. Like up in Canada, where you're allowed to kill yourself with the help of a doctor.
Okay, I'm all for that.
Legalize
if you want to end your life, end it. Right? If you want to end your life, I'm not talking about when you're 30. I'm talking if you're 85 and you've had enough and you're just done,
no.
End it.
All right, 85 maybe. All right.
Okay,
if there's suffering going on, yes.
Yeah.
But people that are 35 and just thinking, life sucks, I got to go.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm with you on that.
No.
That shouldn't be done.
That's called little problem in the head. Maybe talk to a therapist.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of people right now taking mental health days. The mental health thing drives me crazy.
You got to believe in man a little bit more.
I do?
Give us the benefit of the doubt a little more often. Life is better. I'm serious. When you start to give people the benefit of the doubt more often.
No.
Stop hating.
No, I don't hate.
Stop hating.
There's a difference. I say this to my best friend all the time. And I say, I love you. And I tell him this all the time. But I do not like you. That's why I tell my bet, and he knows it. He listening, he watching this right now. I said, I love you, bro. I will take a bullet for you, but I do not like you. This guy invites me to parties. I'm like, what do I got to do to get on the disinvited list? I don't want to be invited.
It's just not. That's not normal. It's like my brother. I love my brother. My brother asks me all the time, if we weren't brothers, would we be friends? And seriously, no. I love him to death. But,
right, you love him, but you don't like him.
But
there's a difference.
But I'm also not going to pretend, right? I mean, that's family. You have no choice. Uncle Joe that comes to every Thanksgiving that everybody knows is going to do something drunk and stupid. Still got to have Uncle Joe at the party.
I think a presidential campaign with the slogan "Everyone Dies" is a great spoof.
It's such a moron.
Thanksgiving coming up. Obviously, it's a great day. It is a great family day. Lots of football going along. Obviously, a big game. Green Bay and Detroit. That's for first place. That's a big game.
Green Bay has been so up and down. It's like they lose to shit and then they beat good teams. It's really insane.
And then Jordan Love, I think it was against Pittsburgh. He completed 20 straight passes. Then he doesn't look like he knows how to complete a pass.
Correct.
A week later. But their defense, I think that last week against Minnesota.
Aren't you the one that pointed out to me the two biggest bet games
involved them?
And they lost outright?
Mm-hmm. Involved them. Carolina and Cleveland. Yeah, and what that means is the two biggest money line bets in terms of overall dollars was Green Bay against Cleveland and then Green Bay against Carolina. And they lost both games outright.
Yeah. Whee! How are we going to write this one up? Call Vince McMahon.
I think this year, there's been a lot of Thanksgivings where the games have sucked. They have the Giants on against the Cowboys.
How about
and that just
especially
ruins that
those
game.
years that Detroit just was horrific, and they would play every Thanksgiving.
I'm really excited about the two main Thanksgiving Day games this year. I think
I'm going to give out against one of them.
You are,
yeah,
you are, and I got a free underdog coming up. You know what? Let's get to your free pick since it's Thanksgiving's only 2 days away.
You know what?
And now listen, I'm going to take some credit for him because if you go back and watch the podcast last week, he had lost 2 weeks ago after winning 4 straight. He had lost 2 weeks ago, and I could say, dead looking into this camera, I cannot remember the last time this man lost 2 NFL free picks in a row. It's years and years. I'm telling you right now. I knew you were going to win last week. Ballsy pick with Indianapolis, and you got another ballsy pick for.
I do. I mean, listen.
Love it. Go with it.
I have a tendency to go with the same team or against the same team for 2 weeks in a row. It just seems to work all the time, and it has to be situational. And I don't believe Kansas City is what everyone thinks that they are.
Fair enough.
I have defended that team. I've made a lot of money on that team for the last 7 years or so. Since Patrick Mahomes has been their quarterback, really cashed in. They're not built right this year. Too much dependence on Rashee Rice, who, by the way, won the game for them last week.
Sure.
I just don't see how they're going to be able to compete. And not compete. It's going to be a very competitive game. In fact, Kansas City will probably be in the lead for part of the time against the Dallas Cowboys. But Dallas at home, with the momentum coming off that win, where they got nothing to lose, they're going to let it all play out. I mean, you want to talk about opening up the offensive playbook. They're going to let it rip. They're going to put every trick play that they've got in there. They want to beat Kansas City, especially on Thanksgiving.
All right, so now Dallas is getting 3.5, so now watch this. Now, what are we doing with the money line? Yeah, you're on the spot. It's live. We don't script this shit. What are you doing with the money line? Because I'll tell you what I'm doing with my money line. We're going all in. Now, what are you doing with your money line? It's an underdog.
We're betting plus 3.5.
Oh, my God.
You want a money line bet? Go ahead. Bet 20%. It's Thanksgiving, not chicken giving.
And we got to make money on Thanksgiving.
I can't believe you just did the chicken. I love it.
Because we all know what happens after Thanksgiving, especially if you're a man and you're in a relationship. Black Friday comes along. Now, I made a bet with my wife. Now the number is absurd, okay? Because there's only 30 days before Christmas here, So I'm figuring 30 days times 3 is 90. I'll take it down 15. About 75 different Amazon drivers show up at my house between Black Friday and Christmas Eve. Like they packages.
How about Cyber Monday?
Oh, and I'll tell you, I got to go after you for something.
Yeah,
this guy, man, you are never going to hear anything like this ever in your life if you are a man. This doesn't make any sense at all. This guy actually said He likes to go shopping on Black Friday to the stores. What man on earth?
I like people.
No, fuck the people.
Like people.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm dead serious. I do. Listen, you get in it. You got to go fight for a parking spot. You finally get one. Listen, there's something about being around all the people, spending money, getting gifts for other people, seeing the looks on everybody else's faces.
No way.
I know you're not a participant in the human race.
So
it's okay.
You called me a moron last week for saying we instead of with fans. Every person out there watching this right now thinks you're a moron.
Most people don't like doing it. Some of us like to be out in the...
No way.
Listen, because
there's not
I'm
one
always
person
home,
on earth
hanging out with the wife, hanging out with the kids, doing solo shit at the office. When I see a crowd of people, I like to be a part of it.
No.
I do.
No, let me tell you something. If my wife took me shopping on Black Friday, my wife's
not gonna go. She won't let me go.
It'll cost us so much money.
She wants nothing to do with it.
She would have to bail me out.
She'll literally look at me. Go. You want to go? Go.
There is shopping on Black Friday. No.
How about Christmas Eve?
I am a Christmas Eve shopper, but there's not a lot of people in the stores on Christmas Eve because they're not idiots.
That's not true.
No, it is a good day to shop.
I go every Christmas Eve.
Me too.
I get all the big gifts on Christmas Eve.
Me too.
Like literally, like shit. Who did I not get a gift for? And then you go, a laptop here,
and I'll say this. I've actually told my wife this. I have a great story for Christmas Eve. I come home with everything wrapped, and my wife is like, "How the hell did you do this?" So this is what I do.
Because you're a shitty person. I know what you're about to say.
No, so when I go shopping on Christmas Eve, I go up to a counter. There's always a young lady or a nice lady
His
working.
wife is alive and well.
No, I don't.
For this
listen,
story.
I go, oh, my wife, she divorced me, or she whatever. I come up with some story, like some sob story, and the lady at the counter's like, oh, okay, I'll wrap the gifts for you, and I come home with all the gifts wrapped. Genius.
Do you at least tip her?
Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm a good tipper. My wife knows that about me. But
you lie. You told me. Oh, I'll tell them. Something happened to my wife, and now
it's like Christmas vacation. No, listen, hey man, I come home. My wife goes, "How the hell did you get all those things wrapped?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a long story."
See, now that's another thing. Don't get me wrong. I don't like wrapping. I wrap like shit, but they know that I wrapped it because it looks like crap. It's got tape hanging off. You can see inside of it,
yeah, right.
But they know I wrapped it. Because that's where the love and the tenderness and the care all comes from. Buddy.
Listen, I'm going to say
he
this.
only has boys. I've raised 3 girls.
Yeah, it's different.
And 3 boys. And I grew up with just a brother and a very passive mother. So I've learned to be a little bit more connected.
I am going to give women a tremendous compliment here, okay? Without women, this holiday is non-existent.
It doesn't even exist.
It does. You got women out there.
We don't even know.
You guys do a phenomenal job. So I make fun of my wife about this. I have older children. Well, I have a 25-year-old, a 21, 18-year-old. I know.
But hang on. Men marketed it.
Men market it, but
we're the ones that made it popular.
Oh, maybe.
But the women took it over. Yes,
and made it great. So my wife spoils my boys on Christmas, and I'm like, at what point does this end?
See,
like, why are you buying them gifts?
My wife doesn't want to spoil, and I'm like, it's one day a year.
Oh, if your wife is listening to this,
they need a computer. Get them a computer.
Your wife listening to this, you're going to be living with me.
She stopped after episode 1. If I even bring it up, that's why she actually said, because I said something about the lighting, and she's like, send me an episode. I was like, what send you? I don't know how to send. Just go look it up.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Go on YouTube.
Please don't watch it. Oh, my God.
Let me get to my free pick. Now, when we're doing this podcast, it is Tuesday evening, okay? So this game is being played on Saturday, so just watch it as the week goes along. I do believe the line is going to come down. So what I give this out at now, I don't believe it's going to be out on Saturday due to injuries and other nonsense that's going on with this game. But Kentucky is playing Louisville, okay? And by the way, last year I go on radio and I say Louisville, and oh, boy.
Yeah, I shredded you for that.
There's
a sign when you enter the city of Louisville. See, I said Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah,
not Louis. There's no one named Louis. It's not Louisville. No. Louisville.
So now here's balls, right? Not like 75-25. No.
I'm going against the Chiefs. Who are you going against? You're in college. Go against Ohio State and call it outright. And I'll go ahead and call you balls of steel, man.
Kentucky. Yeah, there you go. Kentucky plus the points. and on the money line. Now,
the money line, you're going to beat Louisville.
No, and I'm doing half and half. I'm not doing 75-20. First of all, it's confusing.
Big rivalry game.
Yeah, it is a big rivalry game. Kentucky needs to win the game to get bowl eligible, number one. Louisville has injuries all over the place. Their top wide receivers out. Their top running backs are out. Their quarterback is banged up. They don't know if he's going to. Now, as of Tuesday, doing this podcast, we don't know if their starting quarterback is going to play Moss, okay? So just monitor that. But Kentucky has played a really tough schedule this year. They've been competitive. They were competitive against Texas. They were competitive.
Conference in football.
They played. Oh, here come the Big Ten people now. Now you went and did it. Okay. But Louisville has Chris Bell, who will be out. He's their top wide receiver. So I think it's a really, really tough spot. So Kentucky plus the 3 right now, this moment, Tuesday night, plus 125, 130 on the money line. I do believe it'll come down to half and half, and that'll be the third.
We're going 50-50.
Like I did with Kentucky against Florida. Like I did then. Kentucky's been good to me, like I did against Texas A&M with Notre Dame. And that was a big 50-50 underdog.
So if they cover,
if they cover
outright, you get
zero. I get zero credit. Zero credit. But I have balls.
It's not about balls. It's about being smart. That's why I do the strategy.
And that's why you run that part of our company. Me, I'm like.
And he picks the games.
I'm like, go for it. Let's go. Let's go. Go for it. That's me. And this mix and match, you know, guys out there may watch this, you know, and think, boy, we're combative. Nah, we really do get along. We have a great relationship.
But if he covers Kentucky and they don't win outright, he's going to be just like this Coke. 0.
Oh, my God, bro. That's clever, though. Oh, look, Santa Claus is on it, too. That's nice.
Most of us like Santa Claus.
I like Santa Claus.
Krampus.
No, man. I'm a fan of Santa Claus.
He's an angry elf.
You know, I just, it's not that. I hate the calendar, right? Like, you have Christmas on December 25th. Now, the people who created the calendar didn't even have the common decency to move Valentine's Day a little further away from Christmas.
It's 2 months late.
Not
it's
2 months later. Month and a half. And then what's after that? What's a month and a half after that?
Really a month and 3 weeks.
What's a month and a half after that? Easter. And then what's a month after Easter?
Yeah, but what's the
Mother's
big deal
Day?
with Easter? You get together with family. It doesn't cost you a fortune. You got to buy some candy, you cheap bastard.
No, it's not being cheap.
Some eggs.
There's a lot of times.
A nice meal.
It didn't happen last year, but there's a lot of times that Easter does fall during the NCAA
it's not
tournament.
Like Christmas.
No.
Where you're going to spend a fortune. Christmas, I understand. It makes a dent in the pocket.
No, I don't care about the pocket.
Easter, no. Valentine's Day, I mean, shit, you're married almost 30 years like me. Huh? It doesn't make a dent anymore.
I have my...
be happy I send the flowers and remember.
I've been with my wife since I'm 19, 27 years.
Remember, honey, I love you.
Yeah, sure. My wedding anniversary is the day after Thanksgiving. So, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. November 29th, whatever day that is right now.
You got married the week of Thanksgiving?
Day after Thanksgiving, yeah. Yeah.
What the hell were you thinking?
I don't know. My wife picked that day. She just told me to show up. Like every husband.
Because all the catering halls were half off?
I have no idea. I got married 25 years ago.
Black Friday sale on catering halls?
Listen, I was broke at the time. I was 22. I hope that was the reason.
Shit, if you know what I paid, I was also 22. I rented a hall from the condo center my aunt was staying at. Cost me $300.
My best friend had it right. He just went to Justice of the Peace. Yeah, you take her. Yeah, okay, good. All right, so we got Jessica Hall coming on in just a few moments. Free pick from JR was Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Get them Cowboys in, baby.
Let's go. How about them Cowboys? There you go.
How about them Cowboys?
And then I got Kentucky plus the points and on the money line 50-50 for Saturday. Go ahead.
Guys, have a very safe Thanksgiving. And what do we always say? Let's go out there and make some money.
Keep it right here. We got Jessica Hall coming on. Welcome back to the Bet Big, Talk Loud podcast. We have Jessica Hall with us again, thankfully, because the first time we had you, Jessica, we had a malfunction, and the listeners out there or the viewers did not get to see you. We had to post a still frame, but now they get to see you. So thanks for hopping back on.
You know, I'm just going to point out that was entirely your fault, but I am here now. Hey, you get not two of me. Well, technically.
Listen, so you and I were talking off camera. You know, we've both been married for a very long time. Generally, when something goes wrong in a man-woman relationship, it's generally the man's fault, I guess, right?
You know what? Let's go with it. Yeah. Thank you for that. You know, accountability is a beautiful thing.
You know, before we get into it, I know you're on the Rose Bowl committee. We'll talk about the CFP coming up. And obviously, this segment is sponsored by girlsthatgamble.live. And that website's really starting to pick up some steam, which you and I are excited about. But, you know, you're a little bit younger than I am, even though you don't look it. You look like you're 15 years younger than me, which is really disheartening for me. But
I'll take it. Have you been drinking? I'll take it.
I got my C4, but no, not yet. You know, you being married as long as I have, I've learned this about my wife, and I don't know if you feel the same way about your husband. If my wife went down, or if she got abducted by aliens, or just something, so she disappeared, I have a life expectancy of about 2 weeks. Do you feel the same way about your husband? Does he even make it 2 weeks?
You know what? I'm really glad that you recognize that because it is true. It is true, especially because she has been taking care of you. Which 27 years, you said?
I've been with her since I'm 19. I am now 46. Yes, she has taken care of me for 20.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Women are just a better species. That's all.
you guys are definitely more organized than men. You are definitely more nurturing than men. You know,
that is true.
I'm sure that you make Christmas morning absolutely beautiful for your children.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Yeah.
So I
do it for me too, though.
And my wife feels the same way. My wife does this stuff on Christmas morning. I walk down, I can't even believe, because I literally tell my son, I have 3 sons, right? And they're all older. And I said, if it wasn't for this woman, I want you to know what you would be getting on Christmas morning. And I put my hand out as just to shake their hand, and I would say, Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's funny. So my 8-year-old, his list is literally everything signed Justin Jefferson.
Oh.
He thinks he's going to play in the NFL for the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go.
And his list is quite hysterical. At 8 years old, he is a very knows exactly what he wants.
Now, I saw something on your social media this past week about Minnesota and Green Bay. Now, your husband and your sons are Minnesota fans. Are you a Packers fan?
No, I'm not a Packers fan. If you saw on social media, we have friends that are Packer fans. His name's Michael Stagliano. He's on The Bachelor, and he lives and breathes for the Packers. So, anyways, we watch the game together because of obviously the rivals. And when we come together every year for this game, and we literally just sit there and talk so much smack. Even the kids get involved.
That's great.
It's pretty dirty, except for I had no leg to stand on after that. So that sucked.
Yeah, this past week was a little bit of an ass kicking, but you know that happens. It happens every now and again.
They break my heart all the time, the Vikings.
Well, it could be worse. You could be a Jets fan. Come out here to New York, deal with the Jet fans. They're lunatics. You know, so
it's good. It's good to be a Vikings fan in California.
There you go. So,
yeah.
We've been doing Girls.Gamble.live for, a few months now. We started this off over the summer, and I'm so excited to see where we started from, where this began to where it is now, because it keeps growing. And I have to say, I've had you on now twice. Brandy Roderick came on. We had Chanel Maxwell on. You girls are doing a really, really good job picking the games and making it fun for guys to go actually see, because they're not just getting picks of the games that win. They're getting to see picks of some pretty attractive women as well.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Look at what you've been doing over there.
I try.
We definitely appreciate you at Girls That Gamble.
Well, listen, I like to think my wife would say I'm very attractive. I hope so anyway. But the guys do not come to see me.
Hey, they come for your expertise, and you are definitely giving some amazing advice.
Yeah, we try our best. So I know that you're on the Rose Bowl committee, and I know you were recently just at the UCLA Washington game. Rose Bowl gets a really big game this year for the CFP because they will get the #1 seed, whoever that is. And it looks like right now, if Ohio State gets by Indiana, they're playing Michigan this week, but they're going to play Indiana in the Big Ten title game. They'll be the #1 seed, and you'll get them in the Rose Bowl. So you have a good opportunity to get Ohio State, Notre Dame, or possibly maybe Ohio State, Oklahoma. So if it was those two matchups, which ones would you prefer being on the Rose Bowl committee?
Oh man, I've seen Ohio play the Rose Bowl a few times. So it'd be nice. Hey, you know what? I'm a little biased right now because I was just in Ohio a week and a half ago for the Ohio UCLA game. And I have to tell you, those fans really kicked my ass. I was getting no love. I had my Bruins shirt on, which I was probably the only one. The fans are insane. It's nothing like, I've been to LSU for the UCLA game last year, and that was pretty impeccable. But this, oh my gosh, they are so diehard, these Ohio fans. So it is cool seeing that vibe in the stadium. Michigan, they were unbelievable too. Penn State, but this, I would like to see. I'd like to see Notre Dame there.
Ohio State, Notre Dame. That'd be a really good Rose Bowl matchup.
I would. It's been a minute, so that would be pretty awesome. If you've never been to the Rose Bowl game, oh my gosh, you have got to get out there. It is.
So you might have to. I mean, I feel like I have a hookup now with the Rose Bowl game.
Oh,
so
yes. I will get you tickets. I said it right here on air. You can totally have tickets.
Yeah.
It is so iconic. It's a 95,000 person stadium. The tailgating is just unbelievable. I love that the fans literally, I mean, they're all so excited to come to California anyways, because in January we have still fantastic weather. So the tailgating is next level. It's like almost even better than the game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Rose Bowl, I forget what announced. I think it might have been Keith Jackson said is the granddaddy of them all.
Oh, yes. That's exactly what, yeah.
It was always, iconic, a beautiful, beautiful scene. My wife and I were in Pasadena a couple years ago, and we drove by. We took the Rose Bowl tour. That's before you and I had met. And beautiful stadium. Always watched it on TV and really like the pageantry and the parade. But I think if you got Ohio State Notre Dame, I think that's a hell of a game in the CFP quarterfinals.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be insane. It's I'm more of an NFL fan than college, but I will say, like, you don't even have to be the biggest fan, like, just to be there watching it and like that big of a game. And it's unbelievable. I've done it since 2018. I've gone to every Rose Bowl game. That's
phenomenal. And you brought up the Ohio State fans, and they are crazy. And if there's people out there that are watching this right now that are Ohio State fans, because this is 100% true. I've had people, now you remember, Ohio State won the national title last year, but they lost to Michigan. I have had Ohio State fans actually tell me they would have rather have beaten Michigan than won the national title. I have had Ohio State fans as customers actually tell me.
Okay. You know what? Teacher, okay.
I mean, to me, that's crazy, but that rivalry, that Ohio State-Michigan, they're playing 12 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah.
That is one of the bigger, if not the biggest rivalry in all of sports. I don't know if it gets any bigger than that.
I would like to see what that, I mean, being at the UCLA-Ohio game last week, I couldn't imagine what that would look like compared to what I just went to. But I mean, it was raining in the stadium. It was, I mean, no, one fan got up. Everyone stayed till the very end of the game, even though UCLA was getting their butts kicked. I had people yelling at me from the side to side. I literally looked at these 19-year-olds like, excuse me, respect your elders. Like, I mean, they were like yelling at me. They're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I don't know.
Now. So you got a really pretty girl in a different colored jersey. You would think, see, this is where men have gone wrong recently.
Old to these college students. Oh my gosh.
My wife says the same thing. It's like, my wife is my wife's such a beautiful, beautiful lady. But she always be like, Chris, I'm glad, you're mine, because if I had to go any younger, but this would be I'm 2 years younger than my wife. My wife, she says the same thing. She's like, I'm old to these people. But my wife, to me, she's just beautiful, great personality. And you remind me a lot of her, just in the same way you are with your children. I see the things that you do, and I know that what my wife does, and obviously how you treat your husband, because like we just talked about 10 minutes ago, boy, I tell you, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my wife. I'd probably be on my third life by now. I'd probably have been dead twice.
Oh, that's funny. I already told my husband, if something ever were to happen to me, you have no permission to remarry. Let's just get that down.
So my wife, it's funny. You have that conversation. I definitely would not remarry. But there's a different reason for that. I would feel like it's unfair to the other woman, because I wouldn't like her or love her as much as I love my wife. I'd really just be using her for dinner and sex every now and again. So I feel bad.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? I love your, like, just your realness and your honesty. And no, that is amazing. Mine's purely just selfish reasons, of course. So, like, but,
you're not allowed to do it.
Who knows? If it came down to it, I would want him happy.
So I've said this to my wife, if I go, one thing that I do not want my wife to do, this is God's honest truth, I would be pissed off, man, if I had to look down, or God forbid, look up, but I hope look down, right? And saw her cooking a steak for another man. Oh, that would piss me off, man. Oh,
so that's your thing.
That's my thing.
That's where you draw the line. Okay.
That is my thing. So now we have Thanksgiving coming up, so it's a big weekend for girls.gamble.live. You being a Vikings fan, I'm not sure you like the first game on Thanksgiving Day, seeing how the Packers are playing the Lions. I don't know who you root for in that game as a Vikings fan.
Who is, I don't even know who was the upper hand here, you think? Because everyone thought that the Vikings would not, beat the Lions. That was like a really happy day in this household. I was very, very shocked.
Packers Lions. So if you look at the Lions, right, and you and I talk about this with the girls that gamble.live site, Lions just came off a bad game against the Giants. The Giants had them beat. It was like a letdown game, almost like maybe they were looking ahead to Thanksgiving Day. Now, the Packers, they've lost 3 games this year, and all 3 have come by 3 points. And the spread in this game is like +2.5, +3, as of us doing this podcast, which is Tuesday evening. I think that the Packers right now are the better football team, but playing in Detroit on Thanksgiving, and I think it's going to be a great game. For gambling purposes, Jessica, that's not one game I think I'd gamble on.
Yeah, I'm with you. After seeing what they did with the Giants and going to overtime like that, I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Lions just did that with I don't know if I would gamble on that as well.
And the Giants just create ways to lose. I mean, they just come up with shit. They just make it up to lose.
That's funny.
Yeah, they do. They make up ways to lose. It's incredible. Like,
yeah, listen, I want anyone to beat the Packers at this point. So
it's just beat the Packers. You don't care who it is. Just beat the Packers.
I don't even care who you are. You could be the Bengals. Like, just beat the Packers. Yeah.
Just that's hatred. That's hatred.
I
That's
know.
hatred.
It's weird. I married into this. I wasn't this person. Like, this is not good. But my son, I'm telling you, he is 8 years old, and the amount he could school you on sports, I love it. Bet you $1,000. Like, I love it. I have never seen anything like it.
So last week, I got to tell you this, and I want you to give me your honest answer. If you think I'm a moron, please tell me, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Last week, I'm doing a podcast with JR, okay? And I have this JR, not J-Lo. Oh. I know it's the accent. I get it. So I have this, I hate this about fandom. I don't like this, really. How when you're a fan of a team, you refer to the team as we. Right? Like, we lost that game. And that always drove me crazy because there's no we. Like, you're not on the team. That's how I feel.
I get it.
JR, when I was saying this to him last week on a podcast, he looked straight into the camera and he goes, I want you to know that everyone who's watching this podcast right now who's a fan of a team thinks you're a moron. So that's what he says to me, right? Yeah, we have a good.
I like his honesty too.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not really invested in that much in it. It's like you say we say I don't really care.
So are you a we girl? Like, we messed that up, or is it they? Like the end of the day.
Okay. Well, there we go. Yeah. If they mess up, of course I'll say they. See, I said they. Yeah, no, I think I'm more of that person. I don't really, I'm not putting the effort into there. I'm more drinking a Bloody Mary and eating buffalo chicken wings. So I'm going to go ahead and let them have that win because I'm not really doing much.
Good for you, man. And there's a great game. Second game, Kansas City's playing Dallas. Kansas City basically just saved their season, with that win over Indianapolis. Yeah. And Dallas came back from 21 points down. So that was a great game. And then we get the night game, Bengals and Ravens, and there's also a college football game, Navy and Memphis. So I know that we're not doing the show this week for Girls That Gamble.live, but I know there's still a lot of great action lined up for Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, on into Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, for sure. Yes. And there's a lot of Gold Star plays. You just got to check it out. Go to girlsthatgamble.live. So much going on there, and it's fun. Like, this is just... why not watch it and also have something in it? I get more excited when I watch the games because I know that, okay, that's when I lose or win. That's when I could say I win, I lose.
Sure. And look, we've always been, the reason why I love the synergy in speaking with you and Brandy and Chanel and all the other girls there is, when we win, we talk about it and we always have. And when we lose, we own up to it and we always have. But I'm telling you, man, every weekend I see you guys are texting me games. Chanel with the NHL. I've never seen anything like this. Chanel texts me NHL games and like never loses. It's almost frightening what she does. Oh, wow. And every weekend, you guys are 6-2 or 5-3. You guys are doing a real, real good job. I know I help out with that, but you guys are doing a real good job.
Yes, I encourage you all to check it out. I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised and you'll get hooked.
Got you. Now, any special plans before I let you go for Thanksgiving? Are you hosting? Are you doing all the cooking, or are you?
Oh my gosh! So I host every year. I just got all my tables and chairs delivered. We are out here in LA, so it's 75 and sunny. So I'm very happy about that. We'll do the turkey trot in the morning at the Rose Bowl.
Nice.
And it's a tradition we do every year. And I make everyone else bring sides and basically the food.
I get, unfortunately, I don't know how you'd feel about your husband. I get yelled at every Thanksgiving. My wife calls me rude every Thanksgiving.
What do you do?
Well, she used the word unapproachable. That's the word she uses for me, because we go to my sister-in-law's house, my wife's brother's wife, and they do a phenomenal job. My sister-in-law, if I was married to this woman, I'd be fatter than I am now. This woman would have me at 600 pounds. She a great cook.
marry her.
She does a great job, but when because it's a work day for me, really, right? I mean, we have the whole family there, nieces, boyfriend, whatever, right? And I just want to watch the football games. So my wife, she said, "You're unapproachable. You don't talk to anyone. It's Thanksgiving. It's for the family." And I'm like, it's a football day for me, so I guess I'm kind of unapproachable. I don't know.
I get her point a little bit. My son's like that. It's the Vikings are playing Christmas Day.
Okay.
And we are traveling to Steamboat, Colorado. And he's like, well, what time's the time zone there? What is this? Okay, so they're playing at 2:30 there. Do they have TVs? Do they have? And I'm like, Jake, we're not going back to I feel bad for his future wife or girlfriend.
It's funny you say that, because I have 3 boys, and I feel like my wife has destroyed all 3 for future wives. There is no way a woman could come in and do for these boys that my wife has done for these boys.
Oh my gosh,
I'm like, you're creating divorces, man. You're creating divorces. I don't even want to give them gifts at their wedding. I'm like, we're going to be right back here in 2 years.
You're setting the bar high. I like it.
Jessica, you got so much great stuff going on. Thank you so much for hopping on the second time. We got you on video now, which I'm sure everyone will be happy. And girls.gamble.live, I love being a part of it with you. I think we're doing great things. And I think the future is bright for that website.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't agree more.
All right, Jessica Hall, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it so much. And I wish you and your family and all your loved ones a happy Thanksgiving.
You too. And, don't be unapproachable.
I'll try. I'm actually a very nice guy, right? Like, I'm
halftime.
if there was no football, I'd be approachable. It's the fact that there's no football.
We lose you all during this football season, I swear. But at least I like watching it, so there's that.
All right. Thank you so much, Jessica.
All right. Bye, Chris.
Bye. All right. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Bet Big, Talk Loud podcast, sponsored by TakingVegas.com and girls.gamble.live. Special thank you to Jessica Hall. She did a fantastic job. Really hope you guys enjoyed that interview. She's on the Rose Bowl committee. You heard some great insight there from her. JR gave you a free pick, another underdog. Last week, he had Indianapolis. He went against Kansas City. This week for Thanksgiving, he's doing it again, going with Dallas plus the 3.5. I went with Kentucky plus 3 right now. It is Tuesday night, plus 3 against Louisville. And I also gave them out on a half bet, also on the money line. So half on the plus the points, half on the money line. And let's make some money with that. Next week, we'll be back to our regular schedule. We'll be back on Friday, December 5th. We'll have another special guest coming on. Really excited about who we have booked for that podcast. Also, we'll have quick snips throughout the week. Want to wish everyone a very happy, safe, healthy Thanksgiving. We're starting Christmas season. And as much as we joke here on this podcast, there really is no better time of the year than Christmas for friends, family, and going forward with the holiday season. So I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll catch you back the following Friday, December 5th, on the Bet Big, Talk Loud podcast. Have a great night, everyone.